Alright guys, TacticalRab back again today. Hope you're all doing well and enjoying your day so far. Welcome back to Valorant News. Loads to dive into today. The European Challenger qualifiers have now concluded. The groups have been confirmed for that tournament going forwards, but also some roster stuff definitely to dive into. FaZe and Evil Geniuses seemingly leaking their roster online. Very much intrigued to your thoughts in the comment section below. If you enjoy the video, hitting that like button is the best thing you can do. To help this channel reach new people, please do subscribe as well. If you have not yet already, loads of new subs yesterday. Really do appreciate it. Firstly, this from Crazy Raccoon, they confirmed their roster. Crazy to me how much traction these tweets get. 33,000 likes on this one. So Neth already on this lineup. They bring in the four guys of Estelle, Popagachi, May, and Munchkin. Of course, well, definitely exciting prospects in their own right. Was some talk about ShahZaM, right? Like, could he come into a team like this? That isn't the case, right? And I guess if they had to bring one of those guys in, it might mean that some of the Koreans have to sit themselves on the bench, have a difficult time. But yes, this is the roster Crazy Raccoon are bringing in. They're looking to make a better run this year, I suppose, going into Champions than they were able to achieve last time around that we looked at. This also from Team Secret. They bring in a coach. I think a couple of guys might have mentioned Secret's been making some moves. Thought I'd have a look into it. FaZe, he's going to be their new coach for the upcoming season, coaching these fellas, as you guys can see on screen here. So this is the new Team Secret roster. Of course, well, they were champions as well. Didn't quite make the run that they might have done, in a similar boat, I suppose, to the Crazy Raccoon guys. But still, other roster stuff to dive into. VALORANT, of course, has been a big discussion point because he was on Heretics, and it was kind of an interesting one. The fact that Heretics were just so bad. They brought in new players all around him as well, and they still fell short of the recent Challengers Open qualifier in the European side. Now, well, he's building a new roster, as FRS points out right here, and this roster seemingly will compete for Mouse, which is quite well, it's a good acquisition really for Valorant in general, that Mouse are coming in, because of course, well, pretty legendary Counter-Strike organization, to be honest, and well, they're coming in here picking up these guys' new Valorant and Friends roster, it seems. So, well, is this going to be better than the Heretics team? I guess we'll see, but they're going to try and make it work in this kind of DAC region, or however you want to pronounce this, which I'm pretty sure is going to be Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. So, I mean, yeah, I guess that's a region they're competing in, the kind of VRL type stuff that's going on right now. But other roster stuff still to mention, there's this tournament going on, which is like some NSG type thing. You can see, well, a lot of teams already signed up for this one, relatively big name organizations. Now, well, you'll find if you scroll down here, 128 teams, you'll start to be able to see what rosters these teams are using, because of course they're signing up. You look at T1, 7th, Wifo, Pony, Steel, Curry, of course, well, the team as expected, with like coach and stuff like this also in addition. Now, well, if you keep scrolling, you'll find Evil Geniuses over here. I'm pretty sure it comes up right here, and well, this is the team they are going for. So this is quite interesting, because we believed that your boy Dre was joining this roster, which it seems like he is. He's actually officially signed up here. We also thought a Proto might be coming in also from Luminosity Gaming. That does not seem to be the case right now. You've got Foe in there, you've got Jorgemo in there, and yeah, it seems like a Proto kind of has disappeared off the radar. So this is at least the team that they got right now. Of course, part of the coach and stuff like this in addition. But yeah, cool to see, I guess, Dre get a spot on a team like EG after the difficult time he had, frankly, towards the end of the tenure over on Luminosity Gaming. And well, if we scroll down a little bit further, we'll find, I'm pretty sure on the right-hand side, none other than FaZe Clan. And well, this is the roster they are going with. So babybay, Larry Banks, Dicey, JDM is their coach, and then Flyer, and then we've got this guy I. So this seems to be the team we imagine is going to be confirmed relatively soon. babybay, of course, staying at Larry Banks is there. Dicey, that's an exciting acquisition. Flyer, and then of course this mystery figure. If you click on this, you'll find the name at the top of the screen, as you can see, is Andy Orlowski. And yeah, not great with names, but maybe if you guys, if I got that wrong, like butcher me in the comments. I know how it goes at this point. But anyway, if you look up Shot Up on Twitter, that's his name, right? So we believe it's going to be Shot Up plus the rest of the guys that we just looked at. So yes, babybay, Larry Banks, Dicey, Shot Up, and well, Flyer with JDM coach seems to be what they are going with right now. Pretty spicy stuff. Let's dive into then this European Challengers qualifier that concluded yesterday. So LDN United, like I thought Excel probably should be favourites to get out of that lower bracket qualification match, but it's LDN, a Lithuanian team in general, that makes it through. Phenomenal performance against Excel, and get a 3-0 stomping, frankly. Like, I mean, yeah, game 1 was Fracture, that went 13-5 in their favour. Game 2 was Ascent, it was a 13-11, and then the final map as well was Icebox 13-9. So yes, Excel put up more of a fight towards the end, but yeah, the whole of the series pretty dominant at the end of the day from the LDN guys. In theory, this team shouldn't really be too close to the levels of some of the other teams that are in their group. We'll have a look at here in a second, but congratulations to these guys certainly for qualifying. Really fantastic achievement. Now, well, this is how it was going. So these are the groups that were kind of being set up. To me, it was a surprise that for some reason the CIS guys have been put into the same group. Not really sure why that's the case. Surely they should have like a Turkish team, CIS team. That might make more sense. But, this is how they went for it. So these were the group seedings before we found out what teams were actually going to be be fully qualifying, and now these are how the groups line up for EMEA Challengers. So, I mean, look, it is just frankly pretty incredible how stacked this region is, really. This is Group A. Now, Group A, I think, is very top-heavy, to be honest. Gambit and Liquid are in here. Then you've got Big, of course, who qualified. FPX are in there as well, of course. Fun plus Phoenix. That's our LDN United team we just looked at from Lithuania. And then Navi, of course, the CIS region team. So, interesting, you've got Lithuania and Russia in this group. And then this group, you've got 2 Turkish teams. So, not sure why they didn't really switch things over here. But I guess that's what they went with. Now, Group B is maybe slightly less top-heavy, or at least it's very stacked in this group, to be honest. Because by making it through the open qualifier, G2 now find themselves down here. So you've got Ascend, Fnatic, and Guild. Guild looked fantastic in their run through the closed qualifier. Then you've got Supermassive Blaze, BBL from Turkey, and then G2 as well. So I'm already like a fantastically stacked Group B. Group A should be pretty top-heavy. Group B, I think, is very much up in the air, especially with this G2 in here. Like, well, Supermassive Blaze as well. Very exciting stuff. And, well, some people would say maybe they should have done these groups slightly differently. But, yeah, just does boggle belief, really, how just stacked the European region is right now. Let's talk about this tournament as well that concluded last night, the Knights Arena VALORANT page. Now, well, Cloud9 win the entire thing, as we might well expect, but they had a really great series in the grand finals up against NRG, and they were 9-3 down on the final map on Breeze. They bring it back. Now, part of that may be due to the agent bans going on, because, well, very interesting what happened here in the agent bans, because Jett got banned, I'm pretty sure, by the Cloud9 guys. So the NRG team, the kind of new squad with Hazed on the squad, well, they protected Astra, and therefore, well, Cloud9 said, okay, we're going to get rid of Jett. Then I'm pretty sure NRG got rid of Reyna. So we saw a game, this is kind of one of the first and only really, well, pick ban agent tournaments that we have seen, and well, it was Jett and Reyna that were out of there. So that meant for a very interesting meta, frankly. And well, as Ethan says, if someone was on a Jett, they would not have lost a round, no cap at all. I'd be scared of my Jett too, to be honest. So I guess they had the chance to protect Jett if they wanted to. They protected Astra instead, and well, this is how the series went. So as you can see, like, there was of course, no Jett and no Reyna. Now, of course, Astra was being used, and therefore Raze was being used as well to quite some degree. So it did make for a very entertaining affair. Now, well, game 1, it was on Icebox. It was Cloud9 won it 13-1. This was dominance beyond belief. It seems like, in general, defense just seems to dominate when there's no Jett and Reyna to really make plays like that, right? If there's no Jett, it's pretty tough. And with Raze there as well on the defense, like, it definitely makes things kind of easy for the defensive side. So it wasn't looking particularly good for NRG at this point, but game 2, they bounced back 14-12. Was a phenomenal affair really here on Buy. Like, it goes all the way to overtime. They win the overtime as well. So congratulations to these guys bouncing back. Like, this new squad, Text, Haze, Som, EU, and Android, of course. Like, a new team. It seemed like they may well be next up in the North American region, because that's certainly what the guys on Cloud9 had to say after the fact. I guess I'll share a couple of highlights for you guys as we finish off here. As well, Vanity says they win it. Mickey Mouse champions, reigning Mickey Mouse champions, excited for the VCT, because it was a strange event. Not sure if this will continue. And then, yeah, here we are on Breeze. So 9-3 down at Cloud9 are going into the second half. Then they win 10 rounds in a row on the defense. Like, that just seems to be how it is, with no Jett on Breeze, and of course, like, Raze being used as well here. So definitely made things very interesting. Not sure it's ideal for competitive integrity at the present time, but you know, some pros seem to kind of like the entertainment it brings, but also just the fact that you have to adapt on the fly. Now, of course, it does maybe change your setups and your preparation, right, for the events. Like, can be thrown off guard by this whole pick ban thing, but still, it does maybe take the best team to win that can actually adapt most effectively to this. As Mitch says from Cloud9, 1-2-1 over NRG. GG's, these guys are up next. So he reckons, like, Cloud9 really did get tested here, that these are going to be the guys that maybe come straight through the open qualifier, going into challenges in North America, and well, that, of course, would be pretty exciting for sure. As he says, agent bans are actually so difficult, but it's also very fun. Got to adapt on the fly. If I played better, we probably win. So definitely there is some support for agent bans. On the whole, people aren't particularly convinced. Definitely intrigued to your perspective in the comment section below. And as Take says, lost 1-2 in the grand finals was pretty fun. Agent bans are definitely interesting, but very much intrigued to your thoughts on all this stuff in the comment section below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. Tells the YouTube gods this is a good video. I'd just like you should see it as well, and help grow the competitive Valorant community. Thank you for watching as always. Take care, and I will see you next time.
Quickly, as Cloud9 have the vast majority of their forces still on the A side.
Beautiful use of the headhunter, Mitch. Standing alone, Lone Ranger, good with the classic as well. Blitz pop going to work, and the headhunter back as well. That's a beautiful 4K. That is tremendous.
Good grief, that's insane. There is no... How do you get that much value? Such a tough spot for C9 to be in. Vanity, however, will get another kill there. Zeta will start getting his HP back up, but Vanity, unfortunately, not able to survive through it. Now Zeta, last player left alive. We've seen this before. The spike hasn't been planted, and NRG doing very well to play off of each other.
Oh, what a shot!
Despite that, Zeta with the most beautiful spray transfer. 2 HP left, and somehow